Hey, welcome to, I don't know, the first annual Best Movies of the Year podcast.
Yeah.
Presented by WIliams and Alex O'Neill.
What's up?
This is the first ever movie podcast happening on Irrational Passions.
Oh, I'm excited.
It's been talked about before.
Yeah.
Well, you're the movie guy.
I am the movie guy, that's true.
So it's appropriate that you are the guy. I'm Alex O'Neill. This is Brendan Williams. And we are going to be talking about some movies that came out in 2016.
Yeah, well, my criteria again: cool movies.
Cool movies,
like movies that I personally enjoyed and think would people should check out.
It looks like I only saw 8. I can't think of any outside of this 8 that I remember.
I saw a lot. I only picked 7 that I'm like saying were.
Hamilton was the best movie I saw.
I'll play that game. Stranger Things.
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say we could bring up Westworld and just talk about that.
I haven't watched Westworld.
You haven't watched it
No,
yet?
I wanted to wait for it to be done. I'm gonna try and binge watch it now.
You should watch it.
I wanted to because
we could do 16 podcasts about that. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to watch that. But shout out to Stranger Things for being original.
Yeah,
like that so could have been Goonies or they could have tied that into something.
Yeah,
it's its own thing. Props for that.
It's its own Goonies
because Ghostbusters.
It reminds me a lot of Super
Ghostbusters 8. Did not do that. I love Super 8.
Yeah, me too.
That is an underrated movie. I mean, the monster's not great. The reveal of the alien's not great, but like that is a cool movie.
I like it. It's like a dark
leading up to that third act. That is a cool movie, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Stranger Things, great series.
Really
great
good.
Cast, kid actors that don't suck.
Yep.
Which is like nearly impossible today. It feels like.
Yeah. It's felt exactly like what you wanted it to feel like.
Luke Cage was amazing.
Luke Cage was really good. I actually finished Luke Cage, which is weird.
You finished it?
No, I didn't. Which is weird because I've watched all the other ones.
Really strong ending.
I loved it too. It was I think it was like one of the things where like something came up and I just stopped.
This September was busy. So.
And then I didn't jump back into it, but I watched about halfway like through it and I was like, man,
I thought it just literally kept getting better too.
It is really the twist because I did at least see the twist with the villain. I don't want to spoil it, but like the twist was really really cool.
Yeah.
And that I mean all those Marvel shows are awesome.
Luke Cage, I think. I mean, Jessica Jones is still my favorite, but Luke Cage.
I think Jessica Jones is the best. I do, and I personally like Daredevil the most, just because I like that character resonates to me because I'm Catholic. Like so, that aspect of it, like I just really means something to me personally. But season 2 of Daredevil was a little.
I love season 2.
I like it, but like it was definitely like they took weird like turns with it. It was more comic booky.
Yeah, I was into that.
But it was I think Jessica Jones is like.
I didn't know that.
Really, really brilliant.
Yeah, I think Jessica.
But I mean, they again, like I'm talking about like minorly different. Like
because Jessica Jones is far and away like it's my favorite Marvel anything.
Yeah,
of the semi.
Well, let's start there because my favorite Marvel anything is a movie that came out this year called Civil War.
Yeah.
Because they finally got Spider-Man right. Like
they got Spider-Man.
They got Spider-Man back, and as we suspected, they knew exactly what to do with that character.
Yeah.
I don't like the Andrew Garfield ones at all. The best parts of
they were burned for. I liked the first one. Saw the second one. I'm like, I like this. Then read. I don't know if you've heard of Drunk Hulk movie reviews.
Yeah. No.
I read the Drunk Hulk movie review of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it literally destroyed the fabric of my universe. It's worth finding that, and you will just be warned. You will hate the Amazing Spider-Man movies afterwards. Hands down.
Enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man 2 for what it was because it was giving me Spider-Man moments that I didn't really get before. So I as a Spider-Man fan enjoyed parts of that movie, but I think both movies miss what makes Spider-Man. Spider-Man was good in those movies. The quips, the way he was in the costume, but I did not like Peter Parker. At all. I don't think Andrew Garfield is way too good looking to play Peter Parker. Yeah. He always has been. He's too old for that role.
I like that Tom Holland is good looking and they make him look like a nerd.
He sounds like a kid. He sounds like
a kid, and when they you see him as Peter, he's got his hair all nice and he's wearing
he looks like Peter Parker.
Yeah, he looks like a nerd.
He looks like what he's supposed to look like. And he's not socially awkward in the way that Andrew Garfield was where he was odd. He's nerdy and geeky. He doesn't really know how to talk to people because like he doesn't have all the self-esteem.
He's
like
15.
I mean, the best part of Amazing Spider-Man was Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy.
Yeah,
and like that is literally the only thing that works in those movies. And the chemistry between them was good too. But like she is the best part of those movies.
I like this new Spider-Man because like seeing the trailer for the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Like they can make like this relationship between a character we already know, which is Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they build like this Peter, Iron Man, like Tony Stark relationship in a way I'm like, this is kind of incredible.
Yeah. And it shouldn't have worked in Civil War because he really does kind of come out of left field.
Yeah.
But it works so well in that first scene and they do everything you need to know. You know everything you need to know about him. Right away, there's no origin. Like, you know what you need to know. They give you the great power, great responsibility line, but like in a different way. Like everything you know about that character is in there, and then he shows up. And the way they used him was so brilliant. Like God, I love the way he interacts with Cap and like everything. Where like he's still in awe of like the fact that he's with all these people, but he really wants to do a good job to impress like Iron Man. Like,
it's so good.
It's so great. So they nailed Spider-Man, but I like Civil War. I was talking with a friend of mine who thinks Winter Soldier is the best Marvel movie, and I understand why he does because Winter Soldier is so tight.
Yeah,
like. That movie, pound for pound, like is working on every level, just about. Like I still think it's probably their best movie.
Yeah,
but I would say Civil War it's a little overambitious. Like the villain in the movie doesn't really work fully.
I like Zemo,
but like you don't need it because it's what you want based on everything that's been happening. Like they've been building this antagonistic relationship between Cap and Iron Man. And now you're getting the payoff of it. Yeah, and it's not because they're bad or like there's no like
it's just tension, right?
Right. It's
what
that
you would
perfect ideological kind of fight. Right.
Yeah. It makes sense in the world that they made.
Yeah. And unlike the comic, which I read before the movie came out to have context, they don't feel like one's wrong or right. Like Cap does some crappy things, Iron Man does some crappy things. Like they both have fair points and like
they both break the rules.
Right. Like it felt real and it felt, especially with like what's going on this year in terms of political like climate. It was kind of nice to have someone just saying like, you know, this is what we're doing to each other. Like we're just dividing ourselves, despite the fact that we should be working together. It was nice to have like, it wasn't intentional probably. They know what was going to happen this year, but I like that it worked out that way. It felt relevant to the
It's because it was done in such an organic way that I think it is relatable.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was executed well.
Yeah.
It was executed really well.
It's a hard thing to do, and like it didn't have to be it wasn't perfect, but it didn't have to be. It was what it needed to be, and it was different and it was still its own thing.
Yeah. And the parts of that movie that are good are so good.
Yeah.
That it makes it is more ambitious than Winter Soldier. And despite not being quite as tight as it is, I still think it's a better movie for what it does. And it does it really, really well.
Yeah, and it's like, I would say, like, it's not as impactful as an Avengers movie, but it couldn't exist without the
I think of it as Avengers 3, though. I really do.
Totally.
I absolutely do. Like, I keep forgetting it's not.
That's, like, the fun thing is, like, now, like, you know, Thor 2 or Thor 3 and then, like, whatever, like, maybe Guardians or, like, other movies can just be Avengers movies as well.
Yeah.
And, like,
we're seeing it with Spider-Man already.
Yeah, like, Spider-Man is kind of like a little Avengers. Because, like, it's, you know, Iron Man and Spider-Man, it's, like, this big thing.
Yeah.
Like, Robert Downey Jr. is a big actor. He's a big face to just be in a Spider-Man movie, but he's, like, one of the main characters.
Yep.
And it's, like, that just happens now.
Yeah. And I feel like going out this, we should jump to one on your list, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, which is awesome. Did you ever see it?
I did see Doctor Strange. I am not as I was not as wild as other people were with it. I think it's a really, really good movie. I am not taking away anything from it, but it did feel a little samey to me in terms of like the Iron Man beats that were being repeated.
Yeah.
Whereas Ant-Man felt more like fresh and different and everything. Doctor Strange felt a little samey to me, but like, man, the ending of that movie is so brilliant.
It's brilliant.
There's no fight. So good. Right. And so like, and granted, everything like leading up to that is like, it's good. Like, it's not bad. Like, I was just like, and I will admit, I was also kind of tired when I saw it. So like, I kind of want to see it again.
Yeah. It's like, I think like visually, it's just so
and I also forgot my glasses of that movie. So like, my eyes were hurting a little bit.
So like, yeah, I mean like, it is just like it's a drum trip of a movie, and
everyone thought it was gonna rip off Inception. And
yeah.
it didn't.
Yeah, they did. They did their own thing.
It was so cool the way they did that.
Yeah, and like the different dimensions and leaning into this magic, and it's like cool. Like magic just fits in this world.
Yeah,
like you know you haven't seen any of it up until now, and it's like magic is another power that some people can use, and like Strange is a character that is. You know, it's still an origin story, and I like that they skirted past the origin stuff. Like, you get like 30 minutes into the movie, and Strange kind of gets like he knows kind of how to use magic. Yeah. So like they're like through the hump really, and then like he gets better and better, and it's like this journey of like I have to be better than like this other sorcerer supreme, the female character. I don't know her name.
The ancient one, yeah. Which I thought they handled her pretty well.
Yeah,
too.
I thought so too, and it's like. You know, she lived under this like weight of hypocrisy.
Yeah.
And like he wanted to be better than that, but like he knew the odds were against him, and the way it all worked out was like awesome. Like there's no fight.
So like thank God they didn't do the beam to the sky.
Yeah, no beam in the sky. You know,
it's so clever.
He just like he outsmarted the villain.
Yeah.
And like that was it.
It was still entertaining, and it was done in that Marvel way.
It embraced like what the movie had built on.
Yeah,
right. And it was like we're gonna use magic, and it's not gonna be conventional. Like magic is a non-conventional thing, and this is a non-conventional origin story, and this is a non-conventional way to end the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like cool.
Yeah, it was
like
really cool.
This is cool, and like it's fun, and it's just visually just a marvel.
It is a visually really appealing movie, and also
particle effects, man.
Spoilers, but like set up for the next movie.
Yeah, for Thor.
Like, well, I didn't even mean that. Like Doctor Strange 2 with like the villain and everything like that. Yeah. Like, well done.
Yeah,
that was smart.
Like they made a character like the darkness dude is like.
Yeah.
You know, he's a comic book villain.
Right.
It's like you don't really care about him, but like. I thought, it's hard to not like Mads Mikkelsen is a hard actor to like not be engaging,
right?
Even as just like a two-dimensional comic book villain, and he like was great for like your kind of conduit for this greater villain.
Yeah.
And then like the whole time you're kind of getting attached to your little crew,
right?
And like one of them breaks off and is going to be the villain,
and it's so smart,
and it's cool. Like this is
it was like earned, like
it's starting to solve that Marvel villain problem.
Yeah.
Right? You know, like, this is a character.
I have hopes for the Vulture.
Yeah, me too.
I do have hopes for the Vulture.
It's Michael
yeah,
Keaton.
right. But you're right. They're trying to add, like, a layer and, like, something else that's, like, some kind of.
And, like, next movie, like, it's the Thor Loki thing, right?
Right.
Like, they have a relationship.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange 2, like, him and that villain will have chemistry.
Yes.
Because they have history.
And there'll be hopefully a note of tragedy to it.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully they will steer into that instead of just being like, oh, we have another villain. Like no, like, they're friends. Like, it shouldn't be about trying to beat him. It should be about trying to bring him back.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that that's what they'll do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Strange and Doctor and Thor.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange is just gonna be in Thor 3.
And that's awesome.
And that's great.
And
that's
it makes sense.
Yeah, and it introduces him to that dynamic for when he's obviously in Avengers 3.
Yeah.
And then it's like he's just hanging out. It's like it's another thing of like everything is a Marvel movie. Like it's Marvel now. It's not just it's what the comic books are, where like Iron Man can swing into a page of Spider-Man. It's like, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
And it's like Strange can help find Odin in New York when Thor and Loki.
Maybe he doesn't need to be in the whole movie. Like,
yeah, he's in for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Helps them find a thing or introduces them to magic or whatever, and then is gone. And it's like, man, comic books, like this is why comic books are awesome, and they're bringing that to movies.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the other comic book movie that came out this year?
Yeah,
because this is not on my list of cool movies. But
it's not on my list of cool movies. It's just a list on the movies, the list of movies I saw.
Well, you had it, so if you want to talk about it,
I mean, like, man, I've only seen the movie once. God, if I saw it again, I would not be able to sit through
I saw it with my buddy the day it came out, and he was supposed to see it with his dad, who's a big comic book fan. And he was like, after, like, I remember my friend was like, I can't. And he called his dad and was like, I'm sorry, I can't see it again. I can't. I can't do it again.
I saw it in the midnight release with a bunch of friends, right? And I went
Did anyone in your group like it? Because I don't know anyone. I have not met anyone that likes that movie. That isn't like 12.
I mean, like, my roommate, for example, he's, like, very forgiving of comic book movies, because he's such a huge comic nerd. So, like, he still liked it, and, like, he keeps defending, like, oh, Ben Affleck's really good in it, and blah, blah, blah. And, like, yeah, Ben Affleck's great in it. It's just, like, me and my friend, my co-host Nabishin, like, we love Superman. Mm-hmm. Like, Superman the animated series is, like, my childhood.
That's how I know Superman
part of
as well.
Me, yeah. And, like, he's like this bright, good symbol of hope.
Yeah.
And he's none of those things.
No.
And then it's, like, he is never happy. He, like, never smiles as Superman in that movie. Like, Clark Kent smiles, and it's like, him and Lois is fun for, like, the 3 minutes that you get of it.
Yeah.
And then, like, it is literally the ultimate insult. They ruin his character, and they ruin him to the people, and then they kill him.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? It matters when Superman dies because he's the symbol of, like, this is the last good thing we have, and he is none of that.
Yeah.
And they kill him. And it's like, and as soon as I was upset about it. I went in with low expectations. As soon as they announced Doomsday was in it, I'm like, they're gonna kill Superman.
Yeah.
You can't do Doomsday and not kill Superman. That is what that story is. And they did it, and they didn't earn it. It was garbage.
No, I mean, there's a million reasons that movie was terrible. This is what I'm gonna just add on to that. Give me a Superman that can have the John Williams theme play when he's on screen.
Yeah.
And can, like, act, and it fits.
Yeah, and he earns it.
That's what Superman is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That theme. Like, bring the themes back. Mm-hmm. Where's the Batman theme, too? Because, that Batman theme, I want to hear, too. Because I didn't see it in this movie anywhere. Like, those pieces of music represent those characters to me better than anything I have seen from this new DC slate whatsoever. Like, you want to see a good Superman? Like, go read American Alien.
Yeah.
Like, that handles Superman well. Go watch the animation. You know what we did? We watched that crossover episode.
Yeah, where they first meet each other.
And it's fantastic.
It's incredible.
And it is leaps and bounds better than what we got.
Bruce and Clark are, like, this kind of...
And it still starts antagonistic.
Yeah.
And the same thing better.
Yeah, it's like this kind of standoffish. They're two people with two ideologies that are very different. Yeah. But, like, they don't bond because their mother's name is Martha, right? Yeah. Like, they bond because they realize they see each other in one another, right? And, like, they're two people trying to do the right thing. And they mess up sometimes, right? And they're human. And that's why, like...
Not Superman.
Yeah, apparently.
On this one.
Not on this one.
He is.
Like, it's like Batman is afraid of Superman because he's alien and he's different, but then he sees, like, the human in him.
Right.
And, like...
Well, I like Ben Affleck in this movie, but Batman wasn't. I didn't.
Batman was terrible. Like, no, it's like you can't just, like. It's the thing.
He's gonna be flipping cars on people.
If you're gonna have Batman kill people, like, you need to earn it.
Yeah. And
they didn't. And, like, sure, the origin story movie.
I'm gonna say this just, like, personally. I do not like seeing superhero movies that are aimed at kids glorify heroes killing people like that.
Yeah.
It really bothers me.
It's not okay.
Like, and I'm not the kind of person that likes to get on that pulpit, but, like, that does bother me.
It's like
one of the things I loved about that Spider-Man trailer was they show him trying to save people.
Yeah, like that scene where he's, like, pulling the things together, and he's like, and, like, that's the thing about, like, Marvel and Spider-Man especially, like, as a character, he's like, the reason Spider-Man loses so many people is because he tries to save so many people.
Right, and I don't know, and Marvel's guilty of it too, but Marvel also like, my favorite sequence in Iron Man 3 is when he saves the people from the plane. Yeah. Like, that sequence is awesome. And that's what I want to see a superhero do. Yeah, and that's what Superman is supposed to be.
People, like, they crap all over Avengers 2 for, like, them, like, spending all this time saving people, but I'm like, this is why the Avengers...
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, like,
that's why it works in Civil War.
They're heroes.
They don't.
Yeah.
That's why it hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It's because, like, that scene where, like, Scarlet Witch, like, she realized it's her fault that all these people died. And it's like, it's bad. And it's like, and, like, the whole point of that movie is, like, people have died because of you guys. Right. And they're all sitting there thinking about it. And Tony's, like, broken because his mother came up and she's like, this is my son that died in Sokovia. He's one of the people you didn't save when they saved so many people. It's like, even good enough isn't, right? And it's like, Batman v Superman throws all that away.
Yep.
And it's like, even if like you're villains or whatever, and like that scene where Batman is taking a bunch of dudes down is great, and he doesn't kill anyone in that scene until he shoots somebody with a shotgun. Like, and it's like, I get it, like the Dark Knight Returns, Batman kills people in that as well. It's like, but like, you have to earn that, right? The Dark Knight Returns is like this, Batman in that story. Yeah. And like in this movie, it's like, this is the first you see Batman ever in this world, and he's just already gone over that line.
Yep.
You don't.
And you know what stinks too?
There's no context.
When they started with him running through the city.
Yeah.
I was buying into
that. You were like, oh, he's trying to help people. He's hurt because his people are dying.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is like someone who cares about people, and then like they never have that. You never see that Bruce Wayne trying to angry because innocent people are getting hurt. You never see that in his eyes again.
The last thing I want to say on this movie, this is just my personal rant, but like, this is a movie that shoots Jimmy Olsen in the head in like the beginning of the movie and thinks that that's okay. This is a movie that spends 2 minutes on a jar of pee on someone's desk and think that's okay. That has Martha Kent telling Superman that he doesn't owe the people of Earth anything, and that's okay. Like that has Batman flip out, have like some kind of episode when he hears the name Martha mentioned. Like, that is okay for Batman to just wait people out. Like, to me, this movie was an insult to everything that anyone who's ever worked with those characters has attempted to do with them. It is self-indulgent. It is immature. It is something that I think a 13-year-old made, and it is a piece of garbage. And that's all I'm saying about that movie.
Yeah, man. It's like...
And guess what? It happened again with Suicide Squad. Same thing.
Yeah.
Minus the specific points. But that movie makes no sense. And it glorifies killing people.
Yeah. It's just like... this Superman is hope, right? He was written in a time to be a symbol of hope. In like the 1930s, like when like this American symbol of hope.
Yeah.
And it's like super stereotypical of that. But like he's evolved past that. Like Superman means the world to the world
right
now.
And you know what the thing too is? He's not Superman.
Yeah.
He's Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Batman is Batman, not Bruce Wayne.
Exactly.
Superman is Clark Kent.
Yeah.
The alien stuff is not what's important to that character.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need any of that
yeah.
stuff. It's like the exploration of him as a god or like a Jesus figure or any of these things. That is not what makes Superman interesting. And that's why people keep saying he's boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's when he is Clark Kent. And he's a kid that grew up in Kansas.
Yeah.
Trying to figure things out and do the right thing.
Yeah.
That he works.
Yeah.
And that's what they need to embrace. And,
yeah. And they didn't. It's just,
they won't.
It's a bummer.
They won't.
Right? Like, and like that, Zack Snyder could never make that Superman movie. That's about Clark. Zack Snyder could never do the Telltale Batman series where Telltale Batman series like makes it about Bruce. Right. That's what Superman needs to be. It needs to be about Clark.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I've said enough on that movie.
Yeah.
The DC need. Hopefully Wonder Woman will be good. Wonder Woman worked in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
One positive thing I'll say about that movie.
Yeah. She was fun.
Didn't crap on everyone because Wonder Woman I thought was good, but they didn't have enough time to mess her up.
Yeah.
Either. That movie had Aquaman staring at the camera for a minute too. That was.
Dude, man.
The editing in that movie is really bad.
The cameos are so...
It's really
They're not even cameos.
Yeah,
like, they're too in your face to be cameos.
It is bad. Let's move on to something else. I want to talk about Rogue One.
Yeah.
Since we're on the subject of big releases.
That's a good movie.
Huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Not something that I felt I necessarily needed. Like... I mean, I read the books and stuff like that. I like getting the extra bit of story. So, like, this was to me, like, something that I would personally seek out. But I was like, do we need this as a movie? And, like, man, was I wrong. Because it's the best compliment I can pay it. And it's totally true. It makes the original trilogy better.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're not a new trilogy hater, right?
No, I like the prequels. Well, okay. I am fine with the prequels.
Yes.
I will watch them. I understand that they're, like, really, really flawed, not great movies, but I still...
Yeah.
I have a good time watching them.
Yeah.
They're fun watches for me. And I like the era, too, of it. Like, but man, like... What that's what a prequel's supposed to be.
Yeah,
like, it makes the original movie better.
Yeah.
In every way. gives context for. The best thing I think it does is it makes Luke more heroic. Mm-hmm. Because now you have the context of what the Empire was doing to people. Like, you really see it now. You see what the rebellion was going through. You see that the rebellion wasn't in the best shape right now. Like Luke showing up now is like so clearly this moment.
Yeah.
Like, that just turns everything around. Like, and that's what a prequel is supposed to do. It's supposed to enhance the story that way.
Yeah. And it's like, again, like I was so burned by the prequels. To me, I love those,
so many people were.
Yeah, I love those original Star Wars movies, and like, we talked about Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And like how, like that gave me a love that it reminded. Like, I got choked up in the crawl of the Force Awakens because I was like, I forgot how much this means to me, right? Yeah. And like, so it wasn't until like about halfway through Rogue One where I was like, yes, like I love that era. Like, that the Episode 4 era is like, that is it's quintessential really to my history, my personal history. And it's like, this is it. It doesn't feel like a cheat. It doesn't feel like it's 20 years later.
Yeah, it feels
totally
like felt like A New Hope.
And but it also felt different. It felt like a little not Star Wars in a way that makes Star Wars more than what it was, right? Star Wars has a war movie now, right? Versus like 3 movies about war, but like they don't feel like war movies except for like a little bit of Jedi. And it's like, I just really liked that.
Yeah, what they did, like, again, spoilers, but like the killing the entire cast, like every new character introduced in that movie is gone.
Yeah.
It's powerful. Really, really bold. I can't say I was like personally shocked by it, especially when Kay, like, I was like, well, they're killing Kay. Like, I don't know if anyone's making it out at this point.
It was like the casualness with which they killed like the pilot. It's like, man, like, they're,
again, it was a war movie.
Yeah.
And that whole because a lot of people don't like the beginning. I actually really like the beginning of the movie. Like, I
like what it sets up.
It moves like A New Hope did, which is, here we're gonna throw everyone together. You're gonna know like what you need to know about them. Like, and it just,
I like the intros to each character. Like, they're fun.
Yeah, and Jeddah felt like Tatooine, like, in a cool way. Like, where it felt different. It wasn't like Jakku, which felt too similar, but like, it felt like Mos Eisley. It felt like them going through this, like, like gritty, like, down to earth,
and it was like that area. Like, oh man, like, because you hear about, like, especially if you played any of the games, like the Jedi temples where they found the crystals to build their sabers, and it's like, you hear about that, and like that like being part of the Death Star makes the Death Star cooler, right?
Right.
And it makes like them destroying the Jedi temples on Jeddah like matters. Like, man, like, this is.
I'm gonna go super nerdy on you real quick.
Please.
There's an unaired episode. I hope I'm getting this right. Of the Clone Wars that uses kyber crystals as a plot line.
Yeah.
Like, giant kyber crystals. It was spoilers for the Clone Wars. It's after Ahsoka leaves. So it's actually the first episode where Obi-Wan and Anakin are together, and it's just those two, and like they actually kind of touch on like that relationship, like how it's changed with Ahsoka being gone. It's a really, really good arc. But like, the Separatists are gathering kyber crystals to use as a weapon. So then seeing this again, like, was like, that's so cool. Because like, were they trying to build the Death Star? Because like the Geonosians had those plans. Like, that's where they come from. And it's like the way that they're like, Saw Gerrera comes from the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And now it's going to show up on the Rebels, voiced by Forrest Whitaker. Like, it's so cool the way that they're embracing everything right now.
And that's what I was going to say, like, you love Rebels, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that in here.
Yeah. Like Chopper shows up, the ship that they fly in, you can see in the battle, like, which I will admit was a little weird, because it's like, so people are going to make it through Rebels, like, it's like, now I know that, like, they don't die, like, at least some of them don't, like, which is kind of weird to see that, but like, it was cool, like, still having those little nods thrown in there and everything. But yeah, it's just, like I said, like, it connects things, like having Tarkin back. Like, I will say the CG did not work for me at all.
It was weird. Tarkin was weird. Leia was fine.
I thought Leia was worse, personally.
It was short.
Although I will say now, quite poignant with recent events, like that moment kind of means something now.
Like
what just happened
for sure.
But Tarkin, when he showed up, I was like, he's not on screen. Like I'm looking, because you have another older guy right next to him.
Yeah.
So like the way the light hits him,
it's like
it's I feel like it shows way
very
more,
much unnatural.
Where you can like tell like that there's like too much of a difference there. So it took me out.
And like it's been so long since I've seen A New Hope that like I always like I forget that Tarkin is even a character. Right. So it was so weird for me. I'm like, oh, this guy, yeah. I remember him, like the commander of the Death Star. I feel like he's important.
Yeah, I will say I forgive them. Like it was good enough.
It was good effort.
And I would have rather him be in the movie and look like that than him not be in there at all.
Yeah,
like,
he brought something.
Or even the like, oh, we did the side things. I'm like, I want Tarkin in the movie, and I'm willing to put aside any of like my personal problems with the way they did it. Because I felt like they serviced the character well in terms of what he did and how he behaved. And I felt like it was a necessary step we needed in there. Because again, they fleshed Tarkin out a little bit in the Clone Wars where like, he is like a commander in the Clone Wars and like stuff like that. And like, it was cool seeing that connected tissue there. Mm-hmm. So I'm really, really glad that they did that, despite the fact that I don't think the CG worked. But I mean, God, that movie's so good. Like,
it's fun.
I think it's better than Force Awakens, actually.
I still like
it was
Force
new.
Awakens more.
It was new. That was my only thing. I like the characters in Force Awakens way more. I wasn't a huge fan of the characters in Rogue One. Like, they were fine.
Yeah.
But none of them clicked with me, except for Kay. Like, Kay's hilarious, and everyone loves Kay.
Yeah, everybody loves Kay. I mean, it's Alan Tudyk. Like, you can't go wrong.
Donnie Yen, I enjoyed
I
quite
liked,
a bit, too.
I liked, what's her face, the main character?
Jin, yeah. I mean, like, Jin was fine, but, like, she wasn't right. It just,
I mean, no one will be right.
Like, Jin and Cassian did not, for some reason, register the way that, like, Finn, Poe, and Rey did.
I feel like they weren't supposed to, though. Like, you can't take away from those characters too much.
Yeah.
And, like, those characters are ones that we're going to spend more time with.
Right. So, like, I get it. Like, it was just, like, I at the end, I was like, yeah. Like, I was like, it's kind of a bummer. Like, they're really, but, like, it wasn't like spoilers, like Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like, and granted, I know we've had time with him, but, like, I didn't feel much. Or even Qui-Gon Jinn. Like, who we did only spend one movie with. Like, I didn't feel a ton when I lost those characters. Like, and, like, a lot of it was just, like, this is cool. Like, so much of it was just, like, God, this is cool. Like, it's not integral necessarily, but, like, man, was it cool to see. Like, and I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah.
And then that Vader scene.
It's incredible.
Man.
So good.
Like, talk about fulfilling on the promise.
Like, it's 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes of that movie. Yeah. And it's perfect.
The end of the movie is incredible. Yeah. From the moment that the battle starts.
Yeah. Like, that whole second half.
I guess, like, the 40, 30 minutes that is so good.
It's like, this is Gareth Edwards. Like, that, because, like, I'm a fan of him. Like, you know, Monsters and Godzilla both, like, really, I
liked Godzilla.
Yeah, I loved how those were directed. And, like, that was so him.
It was.
And it was, so good. And
everything about the battle was
just
awesome.
like,
it's one of the great Star Wars battles. Like, it is up there.
It's up there now.
With, like, Jedi and
Empire.
Hoth
like,
and,
Hoth, exactly. Like, I was...
Shout out to Battle of Coruscant, which never gets any love, but I love the Battle of Coruscant. So I really do.
That one's good as well.
That was the problem that I have with the prequels. Space battles. Where, like, there was
space battles.
Severe lack of space battles.
It's just the one at the beginning of... Revenge of the Sith, right?
Yeah, yep.
That's it.
Like, you get
I guess
little
at
chase
the end of Phantom Menace, but we don't talk about Phantom Menace.
I don't know. Like, that, I wouldn't count that as space battle. You get a little bit with Obi-Wan and Jango Fett, which is, like, a cool scene, but it's not a space battle.
It's not a space battle.
And, like, you don't get no Jedi, like, stuff in there.
Yeah.
Like,
and, like, they did the Jedi thing, right? Like, they did, like, the 3 battles, the 3 scenes happening.
And they did it really, really well.
They
did it real well.
It's so cool. That's so Star Wars.
Yeah.
It frustrates me to no end where people like that. They don't like the score and they don't think this is Star Wars.
I don't like the score. I think the score is terrible.
I love the score.
There are moments, and preface this, Michael Giacchino, who did it, had 4 weeks to do it. Like, he had 4 weeks to put that score together. So I understand why it is the way it is. When Rogue One shows up on the title, I was like, that is a cool title. And then the music played, and I was like, that's super bad. Like,
I loved it.
I thought it was, like, actively bad. I really, really.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't think it was up to any of the other Star Wars scores.
There was nothing recognizable.
But, like, I like that it was different. Like, I like that it was new. That made it feel like expanded.
I didn't feel like it was different. Like it felt to me like someone imitating John Williams in a way that sometimes succeeded and then sometimes failed miserably. Like, I didn't think that worked very well. I know some people like the score. I mean, it's music. I think music's the most subjective thing like in the world. Like,
exactly. Me too.
So like, I'm not going to say it didn't work for me at all. Mm-hmm. But everything else, like the titles, the lack of wipes, like in the edits, like everything else was like, I didn't want an opening crawl. I didn't want. You got an opening crawl too.
Yeah, no.
They showed you, Jim. Like you just didn't. You saw it instead.
Yeah.
Like.
It was like, what would it say?
Like
is like the thing.
Yeah, we didn't need opening crawl.
It was like literally
they need to be different.
Yeah,
like,
I want them to be different.
Like
right?
if you're going to do standalone movies, you need them to stand alone.
They need to feel like stories within the greater story, the greater, like the bigger crawl and the like the connecting. They're supposed to feel like bonuses.
Yeah,
if anything.
I'll like just say personally, like we need to let go of like Star Wars is this because that's my problem with The Force Awakens. Like, despite everyone's complaints with the prequels, they tried to be different. Mm-hmm. They tried to expand what Star Wars is. And while I like The Force Awakens, like I do, I just watched it again recently. I like that movie. I think the character's really good in it. That didn't expand much of the movie. Like it is X-Wings and TIE fighters and a Death Star. Like it's so much of the same.
Yeah.
And like they're not trying to do anything remotely different with it. Mm-hmm. Like aside from the fact that like it's like, well, we have a female protagonist.
I think like on the character level, I feel like they are though.
I will see. Like I think that the potential is there, but like in Force Awakens, there isn't much different from what's going on in the other ones. And I at least give the prequels credit for like attempting to expand the world of what Star Wars is. Like they didn't really succeed in it, but like some of the stuff. I mean, like. What are like the new ship design? Like we got more new ship designs in Rogue One than Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
come on, give me some other stuff. Give me some other stuff, man.
Yeah,
I'm hoping, and I think 8 will expand.
I think like that's
I think 8 will expand. It.
Part of it, yeah. Like I think like this comes between 7 and 8. So like, hey, like we get it. Yeah, and it's like, I'm really excited. I feel like 8 is gonna be really good.
I'm very excited for 8. I love Rian Johnson. He is a fantastic director. I'm not a big fan of Looper.
I love.
I mean, I'm in the minority on that, and I know I am. But he did a movie called Brick.
Yeah, Brick. I was gonna say
that is an awesome movie. Yeah. If you haven't seen Brick, go see Brick.
And if like he brings any of that kind of feel to
Star Wars, this is the same recipe we had for Empire.
Yeah,
the exact same recipe. Yeah. Because they hired a director. George Lucas hired a director for Empire that is known for character work and not for big budget movies.
Yeah, and Empire is great because it's like there are these moments between characters that are.
Yeah. I know. Like, that's not how it was written. Yeah. That was done on set. That was a director and an actor working together.
Then they were like, this works. We need to do this.
Yoda and Luke.
Yeah.
If that didn't work, that movie would have been terrible. Like, hilarious. Terrible.
Yeah. But it works.
But it totally works.
Yeah.
And...
that's the
actors and the director.
If there's like any like that Luke Ray stuff, if that like comes over at all, like then like they did what they needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, they are poised for success. Yeah. I Force Awakens is not a bad movie. It's just I
like Force Awakens.
You reset it, right?
Yeah.
Give me expand it. Take Star Wars in a new direction. Yeah. Like let's.
And I think they're already starting to do that with Rogue One.
Yeah.
And like for me, like Force Awakens, I would like more just because like it made me like Star Wars again.
Well, I mean, it's more what you expect Star Wars to be, and that is where those movies like what you want from Star Wars will exist in 7 and 8 and 9 and 11 and 12 and like whatever we're gonna get like forever 19 and like whatever, but like. Let's let something else exist in the
There's
other
so
ones.
many cool stories you can tell now.
There are a lot of like I want an Obi-Wan Western really badly.
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool story.
Honestly, I wish like the Han Solo Lando movie.
I don't want that movie.
I don't want that movie either. Like, but they could,
you know what I do want though? Heist.
Like a heist.
You give me a Han Solo Lando, and maybe he's teaming up with some of the bounty hunters from Empire. Yeah. Like Bosk. Or even Boba Fett. I don't care. Like. You give me that, like a heist movie, that I could probably get into. Yeah. But like,
I mean, like
here's how he met Chewie, and here's how he got the Millennium Falcon. I don't need to know that.
Yeah, if that movie doesn't start with him already having the Millennium Falcon, they already messed up.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I'm very, very concerned that's what we're gonna get.
But like, Don Glover's in that movie. He's great. Casting's always been great with this stuff. It's just like I kind of want them to just do a buddy cop movie that is just two completely different characters, and like that's their only movie. Yeah. That's it.
And that's why I prefer it so. Because we'll see what they do.
Yeah, they can just introduce so much.
I don't want a Yoda movie though. Don't do that.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Is that a thing? Is that like?
Yeah, that's been rumored for a while. I don't want that.
No one wants a Yoda movie.
Let's
do a Yoda short film that's 5 minutes long and has no dialogue in it.
No, leave the Yoda alone. just leave him alone. Let's stay with Disney.
Okay. Got a lot of Disney.
We'll go Zootopia because that came out first.
Yeah.
Zootopia is an amazing movie.
Yeah, I watched this like last week.
It's an amazing movie.
It's an incredible movie.
Yeah.
Holy sh. Is incredible.
Zootopia for me, I'm a big Disney fan. I love Disney.
Yeah.
Zootopia for me is a sign that Disney is going. I mean, we knew Disney was doing well. Like, even though like Frozen, I think for most people was like the wake up call of Disney was back. I would say it started with Tangled. Like, Tangled, Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, Big Hero 6.
I should see Wreck-It Ralph and Big Hero 6.
Those are all good movies. Like just straight up. Like, they haven't made a bad one since Tangled.
Yeah. And Zootopia knocks it out of the park.
And what's great with Zootopia is a sign that they're in a good position because they're trying something different.
Yeah.
Like that is Disney in the 90s, like things like Emperor's New Groove and like stuff like that came out because they were in a good position. They were like, we can try something different.
Yeah.
And I remember when Zootopia was announced, I'm like, this is a weird movie.
Yeah, like that trailer is like literally just half of a scene from that movie.
Yep.
And it's like uncut that scene from that movie. That was that first trailer.
Yep. Well, actually, the first trailer is just Nick talking and explaining what Zootopia was.
So like an Alfred Hitchcock.
It was a teaser, and I'm like, okay.
So I didn't see that.
This is like a.
I mean, I think like that first Frozen teaser was terrible.
Oh, it was awful. I thought Frozen was going to be terrible up until the moment I saw it. When the reviews were good, and I'm like,
yeah.
Is this a good movie?
Yeah, and I saw it. I'm like, this is what this is about.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible.
The trailer, oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
And like Zootopia was like, it was a weird thing because like that first trailer, like that real trailer, like the scene, uncut scene, I thought was really great.
Yeah, it was.
It doesn't tell you what the movie's about, but it gives you enough of like that style of the movie and what it's doing.
Right.
And it's awesome, which I actually really like that as a trailer thing. A lot of good trailers this year because like. Fantastic Beasts and Rogue One, their trailers don't tell you anything about the movie.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
No, that's how trailers are supposed to be. Same thing Force Awakens did.
Yeah.
Force Awakens was like Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
It's Star Wars, guys. Yeah. And then like the whole plot of the movie, you're like, oh, this is what this is about?
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so like Zootopia, because I just seen it now, and it's like the weird thing is like when you get into it, like when she goes off to Zootopia in the city. I'm like, this isn't a Disney movie. Like, this is something else.
Yeah.
And like,
I did not like that scene.
Like
the song.
Oh.
The when she's on the train.
Oh, like when it's like playing the license music.
And I'm like, I know I'm the minority on that, but like I didn't like that scene.
For me, I liked it because it was like this. I didn't really.
It's smart. It explains what it is.
I didn't realize what this movie was about.
Yeah, it is smart. Like I didn't think the song was that good. Is ultimately what it falls down to.
It was the Shakira.
Yeah.
I'm not like a huge Shakira fan.
No, so. I was like, this is a weak. It felt like a weak cash-in song. Like I was like, they could have done a little better than this.
But like that, that movie is just so smart.
It did.
Like it's about racism. It's like
yes,
and it's like
and it's
whoa
in a way that speaks to kids in an adult way. Yeah. Like it is a way that teaches.
It speaks to an adult in an adult way.
It's like it speaks about an adult issue in a way that it just makes sense. It's not talking down to anyone. Like it explains it in a simple way, but like it's not talking down to you at all. And it's so smart. And I love that it embraces this idea of like it twists on you where it's like originally you're like, oh, she's being discriminated against, like and all this stuff. And I love the twist of like we all discriminated against, like we are all capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Like none of us are immune from like discrimination, like or anything like that. Like we all have prejudices that we carry. And that's the message at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
They say very clearly, like, look, we all carry prejudice with us. Like recognize it and try and do better.
Yeah, be better. And it's like which
again for this year really important.
Like again, watching it recently, it's like powerful.
I mean, everyone really needs to go and see it actually, because like it would help a lot with the way we talk to each other.
It's just like, you say something, you don't realize that maybe that like really, really hurts someone.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, like that, the whole thing of it talking to kids in an adult way, it's like, there's like, it's been a while since a Disney movie had a message, like other than like, you can be what you want to be. You work hard enough.
A specific political,
like
social
like a message of being
don't
don't do this. Like, be good to people. You know, and it's like...
And I like that it's too, because I feel like a lot of times, like, just in today's society with how divisive things have gotten, like, it's become okay for people who are speaking from some kind of moral high ground to talk to other people in a way that's like you're advocating tolerancy, but the way you're talking is like flying in the face of all that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what this, like, that movie was hitting on too. Like, look, like, you're not better than other people. Like, because you think like you are. Like, we all are in this together to a degree. Like, and that's how we need to approach this. This isn't about like condemning people or shaming anyone. Like, it's about empathizing and understanding and learning about each other and trying to come to a better place that way. Not by like yelling or shouting or like throwing names at people, like, or anything like that. Like, it's a very, very smart movie.
Yeah. It's brilliant. And it's just like, it's also just a really good story.
It is. I mean, it's like, I love the mystery. It's a good buddy story. It's a really good buddy story.
Great. Like, I didn't expect like a furry buddy cop movie to be so fun.
And it's like, it's a fun mystery. Like, it reminded me a little bit of Roger Rabbit. It's not nearly as like subversive as Roger Rabbit was, but like, I like mysteries like that.
Like, and cool, like the kind of Godfather stuff in it was fun.
Yeah.
It's like, I
love Jason Bateman too.
Yeah,
and man, does he give a good performance?
Yeah, it's like,
dude, that scene when he's introduced, with the elephant popsicle and like all that stuff is so good.
Yeah,
it's such a classic Jason Bateman.
Yeah, it's and I didn't even realize it was Jason Bateman until after the movie. That's how good the performance was.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah,
it really is. But I will say that Moana is my favorite anime movie of the year.
Yeah, and it's so, and I'm probably with you. Like, it's so weird that like, I mean, like, I think Zootopia I might like a little bit more just because it's different, right?
Yeah.
But like, it is telling that Moana is so good because like it is still that movie that they've been doing. But like,
it is exactly. I mean, again, like Frozen, it is attempting to turn things on its head a little bit. Like, it is messing with the tropes and like in smart ways. But it's the Disney movie that, like, when you say Disney movie that you're expecting. It's got the songs, it's the journey, it's got like all the stuff that you're expecting in it.
Yeah, except it's not a love story.
No.
Which is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It makes the movie better because of that. And
like, Moana is what Ray should have been.
Yeah.
Like, there have been claims online of Ray being a Mary Sue. Which I don't necessarily agree with, like, that she's like a full-on Mary Sue, but like there are like,
I'm not too familiar with what a Mary Sue is, so
like it's a character. The other one is a Gary Stu. Like, it is a character that is like, that doesn't make mistakes and kind of is just really, really good at everything they do. Which like there are elements of that to Ray, whereas like Moana is like not at all like that. I remember talking with like my sister after I saw it, and I'm like, this was like Han and Luke. Yeah. Like, that, like, that's totally the relationship. Like, like, she's Luke and Mal. Like, he's the jerk, like, arrogant guy. Like, even, like, the moment, like, where he comes in at the end and, like, everything. Like, it's totally Luke and Han. Yeah. Like, and it's done really, really well. And, like,
that's
but,
so
like,
true.
Like, she fails. She is not perfect. Like, she
gives up, too.
She can't sail. Like, she makes actual mistakes. Whereas, like, Ray, like, can pilot, and like, like, she learns how to use the Force almost instantly. Like, it's just like, I like seeing characters that struggle.
The natural versus like the coming of age story, right?
Yeah. So, and like, like, so like for me, Moana works really, really well. On a personal level, because it is steeped in mythology, which I love. Like, that was something that I studied in school, like, even as my storytelling background.
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
I like the hero's journey is like I love that. Like, I've like read books on it, like, and it just like, I knew about Moana before this movie came out. Like, I've read the Maui and like Moana stories that are like from that culture. So when they announced this, I was like, cool.
That's so cool.
Like, I've heard of this before. Like I've read a few of the stories. And
so it was all fresh to me.
Right, and like I'm not saying I knew it like super well. It's just like I knew what this was, and like when they go into like the monster, like the realm of monsters, like that's so myth, and like a lot of times they won't like embrace this. This is a fantasy world. Like, because like in mythology, all those things represent something. It's all metaphors. Like it's all a symbol for something else. Like, so like, you know, overcoming like Tematoa, like the crab, like that's an obstacle. It's supposed to be symbolic of like obstacles you face in life. Like that's what the hero's journey is about, which is why I like the story so much. Like that trope. And like, oh my God, did they nail it so well. Like, I mean, the journey she goes on is unbelievable. And then like the ocean aspect and the sailing aspect of it, like again, resonates with me really, really strongly because I think that imagery is just so powerful. Like it was like Wind Waker.
Yeah, it was.
To a degree. And it's like just that, like that is a journey metaphor is so powerful.
Yeah.
And oh my God, what a beautiful movie that is.
Yeah.
Like and then the songs are so good. Like
the songs are incredible, and it's like Lin-Manuel Miranda, my dude, like wrote most of the songs, and it's just like that. The one song where it's like the flashback to the ancestors.
Yeah, that's my favorite scene.
It's it's mine too, and it's like. And Lin sings as like the main. There's the translation of the main character. It's like, oh my God! It's like,
I got chills from that.
Like when it happens again at the end, where she like the I am Moana moment is like I was like all breaking down because it was so powerful.
Yeah, it's so good that movie. And so like I mentioned this to you, I like would put it over Frozen.
Yeah, so I still like Frozen more because of the Elsa Anna relationship,
which they are equal, awesome. Like Moana just means a little bit more to me, and I love. I love Frozen. Like, just
that makes a lot of sense to me.
It's just working on like it's the art, like the music, like that, the motifs, like everything that they're doing, there just is a little more resonating with me.
Yeah.
And part of it too is like when I saw Frozen the first time, like I raved about Frozen because Frozen was like, oh my God, they did it again. Like this is the first time I've seen a movie since like maybe Mulan that felt like this. And I was like, they're never gonna do that again. And then Moana did it.
Yeah.
Like somehow they did it again. Like that soon after was just amazing. And it's from Ron Musker and John Clements, who did Little Mermaid and like Hercules, and like and Aladdin, and like so like it's those guys doing this is their first 3D animated movie, but like God, I really can't say enough like about them. It's just so smart. Like the one I always go to is like when you meet Maui, who we even talked about. Like, what a great character!
And Maui, like so is like literally the Rock in animated form.
Yeah, and who knew he could sing?
Yeah,
like, I had no idea he could sing.
Good. He's so good in this movie. It's absurd.
And his intro,
that song
is a great song. But like the "You're Welcome" part of it, 2 words encapsulate that character perfectly.
Yeah,
like that he's so full of himself. That's how he's going to introduce himself to someone. But then it totally comes back at the end, like when it means something.
Yeah.
And it ties in like his history with like, oh my God, that. Oh, it's
so
like
good.
I don't want to like spoil it, but like it's just like it's like that smart kind of writing that you do when it's like, you know, we're going to do everything we need to say with these like 2 words, and that's like that motif that runs around that song with him, and the way it comes back is just so brilliant.
And it's just like I don't know, it speaks. Like Moana is like so much more human than most other Disney heroes, right?
Yeah. And that's the thing too. She's a hero. She's not a princess.
Yeah, she's a hero.
She is a hero.
Yeah, and like that's what they make fun of that too. And
yeah.
Like,
oh, that line's so good.
Yeah, you're a princess. It's like, no, I'm the chief's daughter.
You're a chief's. You have an animal sidekick and you're wearing a dress. You're a chief's daughter. You're a princess.
Yeah, exactly. It's like them like pushing, like addressing that, and then like making it not true, right? You know, she saves the day, and then, right? And she figures out what she needs to do, and she gives up. Like, you know, it's like that scene in Hercules where he gives up. Yeah. And then it comes back, right? Yeah. And she comes back. She's like, no, I want to do... It's the
and she struggles. Yeah. She really struggles. Yeah,
it breaks her heart. And then, like, that scene with her grandmother and stuff, like, I'm crying, you know. I cried 3 times during that movie. But, like, it's like that Harry Potter moment where, like, you you give up, but then you realize that you're doing this because you want to.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm doing this for me, not because it's destiny.
Right.
And it's like, that message is so hard for, I think, Disney to do, but I think they really, like, actually delivered it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about that movie. That is
so
maybe my favorite movie this year. Like, I mean, Rogue One is my favorite because it's Star Wars, but, like, that movie was incredible.
Yeah, it's super good. I'm like, I was so happy with it. It's just like, I didn't appreciate it on the level that you did, but like, I think it still speaks volumes in a lot of ways.
It's like that classic, like you can overcome things. Like it's that hero's journey just done so well.
It is that like designed film, like that perfectly designed film that is done to a T.
Yep.
It's like, man, am I excited for whatever Disney does best. Because for a while, you know, like you said, like Disney couldn't...
They fell off for a while.
They fell off, and like it was like Pixar...
Chicken Little.
Oh, man. Chicken
Little.
Yeah. And like Pixar was like really picking up the slack.
Yeah.
And then like, now they're like, Disney like means something. And like thinking back to the 90s, like you're so right. Like when I was a kid, like Disney meant so much.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then they didn't, and now they do again. Like as an adult.
Right.
Like Zootopia is both like so important to me, so important to kids today. Moana is the same way.
Yeah.
And that's so exciting.
And then again, like in the same year, like I mean, Disney had an incredible year. Like most of the movies that we talked about
are Disney,
except for Batman. All the movies we praise are all
Doctor Strange,
all Disney movies.
Rogue One, Moana, Zootopia. It's 5 movies.
They are the only studio in the history of movies to make $7 million in 1 year.
Yeah,
this year because we haven't even mentioned like Finding Dory and other stuff that came out this year. That
I didn't see Finding Dory.
I liked Finding Dory, but I know
I wasn't a huge...
It's what you expected it to be.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge Finding Nemo fan. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I saw it too many times. Was the thing.
And I didn't like it at first because I was sick of hearing about it, and then I warmed up to it again. Like
it's good. It's like I appreciate its quality. It's just like it's been dug into the ground.
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
But a movie that you didn't see that I did is Arrival.
Yeah,
which is
I really want to see it. It was
so good.
I tried to get out there to see it.
It's like Arrival is amazing to like. I'm a huge Nolan fan.
Yeah.
Arrival is a Nolan movie, not by Chris.
And that's why. So you like Interstellar?
Yeah, I love Interstellar.
Okay, because there are some people that think Interstellar is no good, and I love Interstellar.
I feel like we like very much touched on it very much. I like the only Nolan movie I haven't seen is Memento, which is a tragedy. I know.
Memento is so
apparently
good.
It's his best movie. Although it's
it is up there, but I mean he doesn't really make bad movies.
I love Inception. I love Interstellar.
Well, that's not true. He does make bad movies. Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's not bad, but it's rough. It's his weakest movie.
Yeah.
So
Arrival is like it's his style of like doing twists and surprises that like it's that same thing that we were talking about in your Game of the Year video of like Uncharted challenges and engages you.
Yeah.
Arrival is the same thing, right? It does the thing where it doesn't take the viewer for granted, right? Mm-hmm. It is giving you a lot of information, but expects you to keep up, and if you pay attention, like you do keep up. It's fun at points. It's so hopeful at points. Like when was the last time you saw a movie about aliens that like gave you hope for humanity?
Yeah, it's rare.
Ever.
Yeah.
I can't think of any time. Except for like... Okay, never saw it.
I haven't either. I could be way wrong about that. That's like my go-to random movie.
Lilo and Stitch.
Which...
It's not a lot of hope.
Mildly hopeful. Hopeful about the one. Not like the other ones need to stay away.
Yeah.
They're going to blow our planet up.
Yeah, and like I don't want to spoil it too much because especially if you haven't seen it. But Arrival is just like... It's smart. It's like... beautiful. It hurts in all the ways that it needs to, and it's hopeful, and like it's just like the crux of that movie, like the big like scientific twist of it is just so unexpected in like the most heartwarming way, which is like weird.
Which is rare to say for encounter movie like that.
Yeah, like this first encounter movie, it's like, you know, there's so much tension, like it builds tension to the like kind of like the climax of the movie, which is like later in the movie as well, and then it does it, and it's just like there's like that kind of reveal moment where like the whole movie like clicks and makes sense, and it's brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. And like Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner kills this movie.
love Jeremy Renner.
Me too.
I'm a huge Jeremy Renner.
Me too.
Ever since Hurt Locker.
Yeah, and he like I saw a lot of reviews that cited his performance in Hurt Locker this, which another thing I haven't seen, but I love Amy Adams so much.
I am not the biggest Amy Adams.
I'm a huge fan of her. I mean,
I think she's brilliant in some things, and other things I'm like.
I love Enchanted, so
I love Enchanted too. I think that's an example of something I think she's brilliant in.
Yeah.
I don't like her in Batman v Superman or Man of Steel.
Yeah, I mean, I think
she got overcast a little bit. Like people were like a little too much with her.
Yeah. I think that's not her fault though.
No, it's not. I mean, she's not a bad actress. So no. She is just like hit or miss for me sometimes. But I've heard in this movie she knocks it out of the park. So
she's so. There's like this quiet confidence to her that is like. It's powerful. It's she's like this linguist that understands language in a way that it's so like it makes you feel things about like talking to people and like about how we talk to one another and how we engage with one another. It's like it reminds you a lot of like talking to someone who doesn't speak the same language as you of like, and that's what they're trying to do with like these alien creatures. It's like, how do you talk to someone that not only doesn't speak the same language as you, but like wouldn't even know where to begin as far as like characters and written language and sign language and eye contact and things like that. It's like, where do you even start?
Right.
And it's like the movie thinks about that in a really engaging way. It's so cool. It's having alien movies that are like smart and full of twists that are like heartwarming and brilliant and amazing all at the same time never happens.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
And it is like that. It's like it's a good alien movie that is like makes you feel good, versus like they're here to kill us.
Right.
It's not about that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a spoiler to say it's like this isn't like a doomsday scenario.
Yeah, no,
that's so cool. Like I haven't seen a movie like that in my lifetime. I feel. So I loved it. So
yeah, I'm like I can't wait to see it when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, the Blu-rays. The only other thing I think here is La La Land.
Well, I have two. I want to shout out.
Yeah.
The Nice Guys, which Russell Crowe.
I've heard such great things.
And Ryan Gosling. It's like kind of like a new Lethal Weapon. It's written by Shane Black. But it's a really funny movie. And so smart about the way it handles. Like, this is a scene I'm gonna pitch. It's not really a spoiler, but I'm gonna throw this out. There's a scene where Russell Crowe is like kind of like he's not like a really private investigator, but like he does investigating. He's more of like an enforcer, like kind of thing. And Ryan Gosling is this like super schmucky private investigator that is like totally like he's like like drinking and like is like out on his luck and is like not very good at his job and is like definitely like taking clients like not really doing what he's supposed to be doing. And they intersect because they are both looking for the same person. And he actually comes to Ryan Gosling's house and like beats him up and is like, stay away like from this girl, like you're off this case. And he's like, fine, I don't care, like because he doesn't, like he has nothing to say to this.
Yeah.
And then Russell Crowe like now is involved in it. He wants to team up with him, so he goes to this bowling alley where Ryan Gosling's daughter is having her birthday party. She is a major character too. This girl is going to be in Homecoming. She's playing Betty Brant, Spider-Man Homecoming. This girl, look out for. Because she is like a third character in this movie. And she is awesome.
That sounds awesome. I didn't even know that.
They don't show her on any of the trailers. Like I didn't hear anyone talk about it. This girl's amazing. Like she's one of the best parts of this movie. But so they're at this party and Russell Crowe walks into the bathroom, and like Ryan Gosling is sitting on the toilet, like pants down, sitting on the toilet, and like he's like, "Hey, we need to talk." And he opens the door. Ryan Gosling opens the door and holds a gun on him. And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I knew it was you. Like, you think I'm stupid after what you did to me yesterday? Like, I'm walking around with a gun now. And he's like, go, like his pants are down. He's like, go, like, turn around. I'm going to get up. And then he like turns around, he's like, there's a mirror here. And he's like, well, don't look. And then he's holding a magazine, and he tries to sit up and he drops the magazine. He's like trying to cover something. He's trying to pull his pants up while holding the gun. And this is like, they just go on with this scene. And like, that's what this movie is like. It's stuff like that where it's like, you know, you're expecting like this like action scene like everything, and then they'll mess it up some way like that. It is a really, really
kind of reminds me of like 21 Jump Street a little bit.
A little bit. Like definitely a different, like it's set in the 70s, it's a different slant to it. It's not as outright comedic, it's more like just making fun of the situation. But like, man, that was a really, really cool movie. Good buddy cop movie, and again, that girl is awesome in that movie. And they like should have won the shirt because that was really, really cool. It's like 13-year-old girl. Can't wait to see what she does next. The other one is Hell or High Water, which is Chris Pine.
Okay.
And a guy whose name I can't remember right now, but he was in 3:10 to Yuma, and it's going to come out, I can't remember. It's Ben something, I think. I can't remember his name.
Ben Stiller.
Not Ben Stiller. I cannot remember his name. And Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
And it is, it's about these two brothers.
Yeah, I think I did see a trailer for this.
Robbing banks. And Jeff Bridges plays this like about to retire Texas Ranger going after him.
Okay.
It is. I mean, it's like if that hasn't sold you,
yeah,
on it,
all
like,
right.
it's really, really good. It's like it's a really good crime movie. I don't want to like give too much away because it'll spoil it. But like Chris Pine gives a really good performance in this. You expect Jeff Bridges to give a good performance, and he does. But like Chris Pine gives a good performance in this movie. This is the first time I've seen him in a role like this.
Yeah.
You know, I know him as Kirk primarily, and like he is not playing cocky, brash, like full of himself, like you know, like sparkle in his eye kind of hero. Like this is like very down to earth, like someone who's kind of desperate, like working class, like really understated performance, but like really, really cool. So like
that's cool.
I would say for the those two performances alone, it's worth watching. But I mean, it is a really, really cool crime movie.
Yeah, Chris Pine always came across to me as like he's like a really good actor. He just doesn't flex it that much.
Yeah, and well, I would like to see him do more stuff like this.
Yeah,
because I think we might see this get some buzz, Oscar season.
Okay,
but the last one, which I know is going to get buzz Oscar season, is La La Land, which is probably going to be. Best picture.
Best picture, yeah.
Like I would be shocked if it's not.
Yeah. Man.
What a great movie that is.
Yeah.
Definitely the best cinematography I've seen.
Like
this year, like unquestionably.
I could name like 6 scenes that are just like beautifully shot.
Yeah, and they're shot in different ways.
Yeah.
Like, it does not stay the same throughout the movie. It uses the camera in really, really smart ways when it needs. It does something it needs to do, and then it goes back. Like it does not get boring. It is always it's moving and it's static and God, it's close and it's wide. I mean, like they know what they're doing.
Like that the observatory scene.
Yeah.
Is incredible. Like no dialogue, it's just music.
Mm-hmm.
Music. The score is incredible.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like
Music's really good.
Is the shot of them dancing through space and on the clouds and everything.
I could have done without that.
I was into that.
I could have done without that.
But I'm a helpless romantic. So
I am too, but I could have done without that.
I was way into it. So
I got what they were doing with it.
Like the silhouettes and stuff, the use of
the silhouette was amazing.
That and then like them dancing with the pendulum that is like moving with the rotation of the planet is like this. It's just so.
I mean, they're brilliant storytelling moves in this movie.
It's like this. Yeah, that scene is probably like one of the standouts for me. That and like the Emma and Ryan Gosling, like the song between the two of them on the the hill, with the tap dancing.
Yeah, which I mentioned to you earlier, but like they shoot them full frame. Yeah. You know it's them dancing. Yeah. It's like there's no like cuts really. The camera's moving and stuff. I mean, it's them really doing it. And there's a lot of stuff in here that, I mean, if you don't know, this is like a love letter to like 1940s musicals. So,
yeah,
stuff like Singing in the Rain and like.
And I as someone like it's been so long since I've seen Singing in the Rain, but like I got like like the fades in and out, like the circle fades. It's
like man, the way it begins, like the titles at the beginning and everything.
And it's like that MGM vibe.
Yep.
That is like. I forgot I missed that. But like when it's done right, you know, like this is a 2016 movie. It takes place modern day, and like, you know, people have cell phones and they play off of that. But it like also has this classic overlap to it.
There are times when you forget it takes place in modern day.
Yeah.
There are absolutely times that you forget.
And it's all the better because of that. It's playing with your expectations so well.
And it even, like, the beginning of the movie is so musical. Like, it's so, like romantic and, like, getting swept up in the moment. And then, like, the second half of the movie is not.
Yeah.
Like, it gets very real, and, like, they really, like, play with that expectation in a smart way. Because, like, so I want to talk about the ending with you. Like, it's a downer ending.
Yeah, but I also think it is kind of uplifting in a weird way.
And so I want to ask you what you think the message behind the ending was, because I have a few theories, but I want to know your take on the ending.
I mean, like, for me, it was like this. Like the movie is about dreams, right?
Yeah,
which obviously spoke to me.
Yeah,
like on a personal level, it's like, I've literally done what these two people have done.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it now. Like, pour your heart and soul and everything you've got into what you want to do. And if, like, that moment where it's like, well, what if you don't make it, is, like, literally the great... So, like, when Emma Stone is, like, breaking down because of it, it's, like, very powerful.
Yeah.
So, like, the movie's about their two dreams, and they're different dreams, right? Mm-hmm. To be an actress... and then to be a musician, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, that final scene is about the third dream that they both had that will never come true.
Right.
And it is like that, well, what do you give up to make your dream come true? And it's like, you give up, you have to give up something.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Like, it was like that, it humanized them, it told you a story in, like, one... like lengthy scene that had no dialogue. Mm-hmm. Like, you got it immediately when, like, it did the cut back to him on the piano at the club. Is like, I immediately knew what was happening and what I was seeing, and none of it was real, and it made it hurt because it kept going and going and going. It kept hurting more and more and more because you want these people to be together. You see that they would be perfect together, but like, they gave it up.
The line before that whole thing, when she's like, "I think I will always love you." Yeah. And then he says it back to her. Yeah. And then having that scene play out. Like, that really hurt. Yeah. It really, really did.
Yeah, it's so... But it's so, like... And like, that last shot, like, the where it's, like, uplifting, where they give each other that smile. Yeah. And, like, she walks away, and he does his thing, and it's like... You know, they'll be okay, but, you know, you never forget what you lost, right? And it's like... That's just... It's... To anyone that has ever dreamed about anything, like, even if it was like something so much smaller, or like being in love with someone else, it just is so real. It's so genuine. Yeah, yeah. It's powerful. So
it is. I want to go on something for a second. I want you to stay with me.
Okay.
But it kind of reminds me of the Inception ending. In the sense that I think it is left very ambiguous. Because the looks that they're giving each other, not in the dream part, but like in the club and everything, indicate that they're not very happy. Like, they're not as happy as they could be compared to where they were in that third dream, right? Yeah. There's that little smile at the end, but like, there is like that, like the shock and like the raw like emotion that they have when they see each other and they realize where they are. And that whole thing plays through their head. I think is purposely left ambiguous because different people take different things. Yeah. Like, I always said with Inception, people were like, oh, the ending, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's ambiguous for a reason. Yeah. Because if you're the kind of person that wants him to be with his family, and it's real, then it is. It's real. And if you're the kind of person that wants to be cynical and say it's not, and I'm not saying that either one's right or wrong, but if you want that ending, then you got it. You have that ending. And I think... that there is, like, I mean, like, exactly what you said, like, you can interpret it that way, but I think that, like, and I've read people that were like, this is a love story about people and their dreams, not a love story about two, like, people, like, and it is, and it isn't. Like, I think that there is a part of this movie that is, like, you can give up on your dreams. because maybe there's something better.
Yeah. Like, I know, I'm with you.
And I don't think it's necessarily saying one or the other. I think it's all there. And that's what I think is so brilliant about the end. It's just so interpretive, and, like, you can put whatever you're getting from it out of it. Because, like, that montage they show, where they go through the whole movie, but, like, the different paths they could have taken.
Yeah.
Like, you see how happy they are.
Yeah.
Like, and they do look happier there than they did in the real, like, world and everything like that. Not that they were unhappy, but they looked happier together.
It was the better option, right?
Right. And it's like, and you just wonder, it's like, I feel like it's posing that question of, like, it's okay, maybe, to, like, give up on, like, the dream to see what you have in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, and that was, because that was part of the problem. Like, he went and did the band that he was in. I love that song that they played, too. The song with John Legend. I love that song. But, like, he went and did the band thing because he felt like he wasn't good enough for her. Like, because he overhears the conversation with the mom and everything. Yeah. And that ends up causing the rift between them.
Yeah.
Like, him trying to go after something instead of realizing what he had right there, and that she would have stood by him.
Yeah.
Like, because she didn't want him to do that.
Yeah.
She wanted him to be working towards what he was working on. And, like, it's just, you just wonder. Like, that's what I love about that movie. I feel like that is just so open to interpretation.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's so brilliant. I mean, there's so many different ways that you could take it.
Yeah.
And that really did make the movie for me. Like, I thought it was a good movie, like a really, really good movie up until that. And I'm just like, God, there's so many ways you could take this.
Yeah.
Like, because it's not the red or the blue pill. It's not like this or that. It's not binary. There's a third option.
It's the green.
It's
the green laser beam. It's synthesis. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And, like, I like the idea, because, like, you know, obviously I'm going to take it the one way of, like, you went after your dream instead of this, right? And, like, you made it. Because that's what I will inevitably do when I am met with whatever decision I'm met with in my life. Right. And I like that it can speak to you on those multiple levels.
Yeah.
And I like, you know, that you lost something better by going for what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Because that's almost always the case.
Yeah. I mean, it is true. And, like, so, like, I took it, I guess, the way I did, because, like, I, like, just as I've kind of gotten older and, like, you know, I have, like, this filmmaking dream, and, like, that is definitely something that, like, I still want, but, like, have, like, you know, put to the side, and, like, I work on it on the side and everything like that. But, like, I've always been really interested in this idea of, like, blessings that come with compromise. Like, the things that, like, because, like, part of growing up, like, to a degree is, like, you do have to put some things away. And, like, sometimes the things you put away lead to something better that you didn't know necessarily was going to be, like, something that you wanted to, and, like, they kind of had that. So, like, I don't know, it's just, I really, really thought it was brilliant the way that they handled, like, you interpret it the way you went to, because again, it's all there. Like, they seem depressed up until that smile.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, up until that smile, you can make the argument, oh, they're not happy, but then they do give you that little hint where it's like, well, we got what we wanted. It's not together, but we did get what we wanted.
Like, they appreciate it on some level.
Yeah. Right? So, I don't know. I thought it was brilliant. I did think that they were going to fake us out when she walks into her apartment at the end of the movie, and she, like, kisses the guy and everything, and you're like, oh my God, it's not him.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to be a movie she's filming. They're going to call it cut.
Okay. I didn't
and then
realize.
Ryan Gosling will show up, and everything will be, because I so wanted them to get together.
Yeah, of course.
And
I like that.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was like genuinely heartbreaking.
Yeah, I like that, because, like, you know, it didn't have to have the stereotypical happy ending. It had kind of like a different one.
Yeah.
That wasn't the happiest ending, but it was a happy ending still, I think. And yeah, it's like when after, like, the day after, when I was thinking about it, it's like La La Land is just such the perfect name for that movie.
Oh yeah. It is.
Because, like, that's never said out loud. You know, it takes place in LA, obviously, but it's just, it's so good because it's about dreams, and it's like, oh man.
And it is, it's a brilliant movie. The song, and, like, the songs are good. We have Emma Stone, like,
incredible. That scene with her, like, her solo, essentially,
yeah.
So good.
Like, that scene or the scene where she has her first audition, and they play the whole scene just from her expression. Like there are other people talking and you don't even see them.
Yeah.
It's all done from her face in like this tight close up. If she doesn't get nominated for Best Actress, I will be shocked. Like, let alone win it. Like, I mean, she would be well deserved to win it, but like, oh my god, like I mean, like Ryan Gosling too. Like,
yeah, Ryan Gosling.
And like, he's in 2 movies now that like I've loved this year, like this and Nice Guys. But like, man, like.
It's so cool because I have not like seen Ryan Gosling.
I haven't either. This is like
in a role like this.
This is like the first time that like I'm like
him like not being like secretly seethingly angry. Like he was pretty like Gentile in this. Like,
right,
pretty...
and kind of what he's like a nice guy. It's like he's like there's a I'm seeing another side to him that I haven't seen before.
And it's
really cool.
It's really cool. Like it's like so much softer and like you know he's got like a soft eyes and a soft expression throughout most of this movie, and it's like. It's nice, you know. Like it's such a different range for him.
Yeah,
it's like my biggest context for him is like Drive.
Right,
like such the polar opposite of that.
I mean, I think their chemistry is so good too, and I love that they don't ever have a big falling out. Like they do, but it's not like this moment like where like she's like
there's no screaming
at him or anything like that. It's a very real,
and I like that she like gets up like when she's talking to him about like what he was doing, and like I'm on her side about it. Like I get it, like I get why he's upset, but like he says something really nasty to her, and she just gets up and leaves.
Yeah,
like she doesn't take it; she just gets up and leaves.
Right,
and it's like.
And like, but what I love is like even then you're not sure, if they're broken up because then like he messes up with the play and then he comes after her and like so they must have still been like somewhat together or like something like that if he was expected to come to the play and then again it's like I'm done like what are you done with like I'm just done with everything I'm going home and like which to me is like okay they're breaking up but then even then like when he goes back it's still like no like there's something here like. And I love when they had that like talk in them where she's like,
and it's
what about us? Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah,
like I don't know.
It
was real. It was very real.
It is that like you know we're like we have to be together, but they never like they never guilt the other person like you can't get away from me type of thing like where I feel like that so often goes. It was just like it was just undeniable, and no one had to say that.
Yeah.
And that's like the actions speak louder than words in that case.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's such a cool movie.
Yeah, it is a great movie. I like that's definitely going to be a major contender.
Yeah, and again, like I went into it blind. I didn't know it was a musical.
I knew it was a musical, and that was about it.
Yeah, I had not seen a trailer. I knew Emma Stone.
I knew no trailers. I saw no trailers.
I knew that Ryan Gosling was in it, and
it's so much fun to go to movies like that.
Yeah,
it is so
because I was told, like Sean Pitts told me to go see it blind, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
and I'm very happy for it.
Yeah, it is definitely worth checking out. Really, really cool, and I'm glad people are making movies like that again.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like we need that. Like overall, like just. Culturally, we have become really, really cynical.
Yeah,
and it was just really nice to see something like that.
Just like good. You know,
again, that was just like, and like I mean, like you know, like it was real, but was still heartwarming and like just very old fashioned. Like, and I don't know, that was a cool movie.
Yeah,
they definitely don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, it's so good, man. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any other?
That's all I got. Those are the best. I mean, we could talk for a long time about disappointments because there were so many.
What was
this
your biggest
year.
one?
My biggest disappointment? Ghostbusters.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you made the right choice.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I
don't know anyone that liked it.
It's aggressively mediocre.
Okay.
And I
love Ghostbusters.
I love Ghostbusters. I like that cast.
Me too.
I'm a big fan of like just about everyone in that movie. And it's better than Ghostbusters 2, but like
really, I like Ghostbusters 2.
I don't like Ghostbusters 2. I think Ghostbusters 2 is worse than this is.
I like the dumb Ghostbusters,
but like kind of for the same reasons. Like it's rehashing this. Like this Ghostbusters movie was best when it was being different, and every time they went back to like, well, like we're doing the original movie, I was like, no, like. It's the perfect example to me of like something like Stranger Things, which is like why it had to be called Ghostbusters. Why couldn't you just done a like ghost hunting movie with this cast? Like, why did it have to be tied to why did it have to be a remake? Like, there's just like that was clearly a bungled like thing. Like, we knew it was going to be bungled. Like, it got like really, really nasty, like the stuff that was being said about that movie. But like, I mean, the writing was on the wall. The trailers weren't good for it. The marketing was like terrible. Like the fact that they start off with like 4 years ago, 30 scientists.
Yeah,
but it's not a sequel. Like
3 scientists.
Yeah, well, no, but the trailer said 4. So like, it was. I mean, like there are parts of it that are fine, but like,
are there any cameos of the original actors?
Yeah, they all suck. They're really bad. They ruined like they were awful. They were awful. I know some people like some of them, but I know
nothing about them.
They were bad. Honestly. They were bad. It was I don't know. Chris Hemsworth is really funny in it, which was surprising. I didn't know he had comedic timing like that. So. Kate McKinnon is good. Leslie Jones is good. Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig both play the same character, and I think are wasted in the role.
Melissa McCarthy especially, she's so good. So.
Yeah, she is like she's not playing Melissa McCarthy, which is fine. Like, but Kristen Wiig is playing the same character that she is. They're both playing like the scientist, like who was like kind of the straight man, like kind of thing, and neither one of them was Bill Murray. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's
a bummer.
Like, yeah, that's the best. Like I said, it's aggressively mediocre. It's not a terrible movie, but like it could have been so good, and it's so not. Like it is so fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that movie. It was just so disappointing.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters deserved better. That cast deserved better.
Yeah.
I don't know if Paul Feig was the right choice to take over that.
But hey, I mean, Jumanji.
Yeah, he's not directing that, is he?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying that's another one.
Jumanji has a rock in it, so it'll be probably mildly entertaining.
At the very least.
Hey, that Baywatch movie looks pretty good.
That Baywatch movie does look alright.
It looks like Jump Street, which
is Jump Street didn't have any right to be good.
No, that movie should not have been good. That movie is...
22 Jump Street should have been bad.
Yeah, 22 Jump Street is potentially better than 21.
It's better.
I'm a 21 fan over 2, but like, again, if you're going to argue 2, I'm not going to say 2.
Yeah, it's kind of like, whoa.
I really hope that Men in Black movie gets made.
Dude, me too. If that does, oh my god.
That'd be so brilliant.
It has to have the cast. It has to have Will Smith and...
I would be okay if they didn't. I would be. I
just would love to see those characters interact.
I mean, I would too. Like, it'd be
maybe fantastic. Like in a supporting role, like a.
But like they tried with Men in Black 3, and it was nuts. And you know what? Like again, aggressively mediocre.
Yeah, it's aggressively mediocre.
Like better than 2, but like
I liked it. It was.
I feel like I'm talking about Ghostbusters again. It was better than 2, but not by much.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
It was a movie that happened.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah. Make more original movies next year.
Make Moana. Just really watch Moana.
Yeah.
That's it for the movie podcast, that the unnamed 2016 best movies ever podcast. Yeah. Cool movies podcast. Yeah, maybe we'll do this again at some point.
Yeah. That's fun. I love talking movies.
Yeah.
You were the movie guy. Really do love talking movies, so this was fun for me.
Let us know what movies you liked. If we missed anything, didn't talk, I'm sure there's.
Oh, we definitely missed stuff. Like, I didn't see everything that came out this year.
Yeah, I saw 7, 6.
We didn't talk about Fantastic Beasts.
I didn't see it. I want to see it.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was not aggressively mediocre. It was pretty good. But it was also flawed. Flawed in ways that detract from the experience.
Better than all the Harry Potter movies, though.
I enjoyed it more because I had no baggage with it.
Yeah. That's it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out, Brendan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.